Hey friends, it is run number 3, day number 3 of run number 3. Anyway, with the Powerstep Orthotics. So actually, to be completely honest, today was the 5th run I've done total since using the orthotics last week, a week ago today. But I did not wear them for a couple of the runs. So after the second time I wore them, which I did a video about, my foot got really, really painful. Like when I was just walking around during the day, I was talking about my left foot in that video and how the outside of it at the joint between where the talus and the calcaneus come together. The calcaneus is that heel bone. It's the one that interacts with the ground. The talus is the one that transfers all of that up into the body. So those two bones are really important and how they interact. But I was talking about how on that second run that I did with the Powerstep, that got kind of painful. Well, it got really painful during the day while I was working. So obviously as a physical therapist, I'm up on my feet most of the day and standing and walking and all of those kinds of things. So it got really, really painful on the day that I had gone running. So I didn't wear them for run number 3. I did wear them for run number 4, which was yesterday. And for run number 4, it was a short run. It was about a 5-mile run. And I did have some pain, again, in the outside of that talocalcaneal joint while I was running. So I didn't make a video about it yesterday because I wanted to see what happened today, because today was long run day. It's Saturday morning. So I went on a long run today. I did not wear the orthotics because last night when I went to bed, there was a muscle that's in your calf, and mine got really, really tight. Like I was actually afraid that I was going to have a little bit of difficulty sleeping because it got so tight. Luckily I didn't, so I was super happy about that. But I realized it was really, really tight, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to do a 10-mile run this morning. So again, to review, yesterday was run number 4, and I did a 5-mile run, and I did wear the orthotics, and I did have pain while I was doing it, and I was really concerned last night that I was going to be able to make my long run today. But luckily, super happy, I did make my long run today. I did wear my shoes that are a little bit more supportive, but no orthotics with them, and I am happy to report that left foot felt fine. Now, here's the interesting thing. Right foot today, which is my happy foot, it's my foot that does well in life, it's my foot that often does not complain, started complaining today on my way home. It was when I was about probably 9.5 miles, so super close to home, but it was right in the arch. And what it felt like is right foot was saying, hey, we had those orthotics and they were really helpful, and now I'm unhappy without them. So I feel like right foot wants the orthotics, and of course left foot doesn't want the orthotics right now. So what do you do in that situation? Can you wear an orthotic in one shoe? No. You cannot wear an orthotic in one shoe. I do not recommend it, because what happens is that makes your height just a little bit different. And if you're going to just be walking around the house or doing like short-term distances type stuff, okay, maybe that's not going to be a problem. But if you're going for a 10-mile run, or you're going to be walking around on your feet all day, that little bit of difference can be huge. And you may not feel it in your feet, you may not feel it in your knees, but let me tell you, dudes, you're going to feel it in your hips or your low back. And most often that's where I see it in the clinic, is in the low back. So you cannot wear orthotics in only one shoe. Now, here's the thing that I wanted to make really, really clear about these inserts, but really this is true for any inserts. And this is why I've been trying to make these videos, so you can hear about my journey, my mistakes, my wins, and learn more about these orthotics. So the Powerstep orthotics are not necessarily any different than any others. The problems I'm having with my left foot are not due to the orthotic. The problems I'm having with my left foot are long-standing problems that I have gotten away with and not had to deal with. And the orthotic is not letting me do that. And that's a very important qualification, because I have a lot of people who come into the clinic and they say, oh, I started using their orthotic and all of a sudden I had pain. Most likely that's true, that all of a sudden you did start having pain, but most likely it's due to a dysfunction that has been going on for a long time. This left foot, knee, hip, low back, SI joint, like it literally is my whole side, guys. I've been really busy lately. I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to do. I've been able to get away with it, and so I didn't have to do it, right? All the excuses, you guys know all these. I do them too. Yes, I know better. Yes, I should know better. I have my PhD in this. I should definitely know better. And I do know better, but I still make the same excuses that everybody else makes. If I can go out there and run 10 miles and not have anything hurt afterwards, I am going to do it. Am I going to do my exercises? No, because I can get away with it. Now, will I be able to get away with it for the rest of my life? No. And that's the problem, right? So my point is, I just want you guys to understand, I'm not saying that these orthotics are good. I'm not saying that these orthotics are bad. I definitely feel like they work, because they have definitely pointed out the fact that I need to start addressing this left wonky foot. So I definitely do feel like they work, right? Or else they wouldn't bother that left foot. They work, or else my right foot wouldn't be wanting that support. But they are pointing out that now is the time. Now is the time that I need to deal with this left wonky foot, knee, hip, SI joint, lumbar spine. So that's what I'm going to go do. But if you're looking for an orthotic to try in your shoe that's an over-the-counter, I would definitely, if you are a pronator, or you have Achilles plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendonitis, I would definitely recommend the Powerstep. I feel like it is, I feel like it works. I feel like it's very helpful. You may find it to be painful. You definitely need to break it in, unlike what I did. If you watched video 1, if not, probably don't go back and watch that, because that was not, I didn't do it right. Definitely break it in, shorter runs to start with, short periods of time during the day to make sure it feels okay. And then, add it into your longer runs. So I will do another video in a couple weeks. I'm going to give it a couple weeks to kind of see how I do, as well as the orthotics do over time. All right. See you guys in a couple weeks. Have a good one.